everyone. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Long time no see, huh? If you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. But if you're not new here, we're back. And thanks so much for sticking around. Today we are doing a full tutorial on the Calico hair trend, okay? This is just my take on it. I am not an expert, but if you would like to see how I colored and installed this wig, then go ahead and keep watching. And before you leave, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. I ain't even gotta tell you at this point. So pull up a chair, grab some wine. Let's get into it. So today we are starting off with a 613 wig from Amazon. The wigs I use are always linked to my Amazon storefront, so don't you worry about that. And first things first, we want to start by toning the wig. We want to get all those yellow tones out of the wig so that all of our hair dyes come out true to color. And to tone, we use the Shimmering Lights conditioner, not the shampoo. Saturating the hair thoroughly in our mix of purple conditioner and hot water and letting it sit for about 10 minutes before taking it out and rinsing with cold water. And once she is toned, she is ready for the color. So we are using the Red by Kiss Tintation hair dyes today. The colors we're using are Jet Black, Honey Brown, Red Velvet, and Cajun Spice. And I'm mixing them all with plain white conditioner just to stretch the color. It doesn't really matter which conditioner you use, just grab your favorite off the shelf. And once we're all mixed up, we're just gonna get straight into it. And to apply the color, I'm using what I like to call the checkerboard method, meaning I'm just applying the color randomly all over the head in about 2-inch sections going row by row. And the only rule really is not to lay the same color on top of your last section. And for any pieces that I want to keep blonde, I'm just wrapping them in saran wrap to kind of protect them from being stained by the other dyes. And that's really all there is to it. It's not complicated at all. It is time consuming. I will give you that, but totally worth it for the end result. And then once I get close to the lace, I do apply the color with a small comb rather than the brush, just to keep from dyeing the lace accidentally. You could also apply Vaseline or Got to Be spray to the lace to keep it from staining, but this just works best for me. So here's how she's looking after all the color is applied. So all that's left is to let it sit for an hour and rinse with cold water. And this is the end result. Then it's just time to blow dry and install. So let's get into it. First things first is the bald cap, the very foundation of a good install. So all I'm doing after putting it on is cutting a little hole in the front so that I can see, and cutting out the holes around the ears just so we can get the bald cap real laid around the sideburns. Then I'm going to go ahead and really press the wig cap into my hairline with my comb as I'm blow drying, just to get it as flat and laid as possible. All I'm gonna do once I'm done with that is band for about 15 minutes to really get a good melt on that bald cap before we proceed to installing the wig. So now we're gonna go ahead and trim off the excess wig cap. Then we're just gonna spray some Got to Be hairspray on the end of a rat tail comb and smooth the edges of that wig cap again to get it as melted and laid as possible. And so once that step is completed, the next step is to apply some foundation to the wig cap. You want to make sure you get the right color though, because I did not at first, but it's okay, we corrected it. And now she's looking nice and bald. So after this, all we gotta do is band for another 15 minutes. And then we're ready to bust out our wig. So something new that I've been doing with my last few installs is kind of adjusting the hairline into more of like a widow's peak shape. simply by parting out the sections and plucking them out. Just because I feel like it looks a lot more natural than the typical straight across wig hairline, but totally up to you. It is not mandatory. But if you do decide to do this, just be extra careful not to accidentally rip your lace like I almost did. As you can see, I got quite aggressive with her. Okay, don't do that. But once I have my hairline in my desired shape, then I'm just gonna go ahead and spray on my Got To Be spray, smooth it out with my finger, and blow dry her. Then once I have applied and dried that Got To Be spray across my whole hairline, then I'm just gonna band pretty much for an hour while I do my makeup. I did forget to hit record while I was trimming off the lace, but there was really nothing special to the technique. I just trimmed it off with a brow razor. Another 30-second dance break, excuse me. How dare I interrupt myself like that? But anyways, back to business. After we band for an hour and trim off the lace, then I go back and apply some Got To Be spray on the end of a rat tail comb again. Just smooth down those edges and blow dry as I go. I unfortunately also forgot to record me applying a little bit of powder on top of the lace, but that was the very last step before actually styling the hair. All I did was hit it with the flat iron and curl the very ends. I also cut a little bayang. As far as the actual tutorial goes though, that is all the instruction I have. So kick back, relax, enjoy the styling process, and I shall return once we're finished. Guys, that is how we achieved the calico color and install. I do hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. You already know the drill. I ain't gotta tell you twice. And if you would like to follow me on my other platforms, I am at TheGlamNija on literally everything. You can find me Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. We're definitely gonna spend a lot more time this year focusing on our long form content because, as we have seen, not every platform is guaranteed to stick around. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, gotta go. Love you. Bye.